look a bit uncomfortable by Jacques Lafitte, who's driving an absolutely storming race, coming through, and the Pirelli tyres really seem to be working, because there is Marc Schurer, who's now hounding Ayrton Senna, and behind him is Lafitte catching the pair of them. And here is Lafitte, and we'll just keep an eye on that gap, but I don't think it's going to take him long to catch him.
And the gap between Nigel Mansell and Senna is now 12 seconds. There is Lafitte in fourth place, and there are Schurer and Senna, and that is Lafitte. So we've got the first, the second, third and fourth virtually in the same shot on the circuit on lap 25. This is the 1/3 distance, and it's Senna second, Schurer third, that man, Jacques Lafitte, fourth.
Yes, but I'm looking at Lafitte's tyres, and they don't look that well to me. I think he might even have a blister on his right front. Just have a look at his tyres. The right front certainly seems to be marked up a bit. As usual, the teams, of course, running the softest compounds that they dare, because the softer the rubber, the quicker it goes, until, of course, you overheat it.
That's Christian Danner, who is last in the race at the moment in the red and white car number 30, the Zach Speed. And what has happened to Alain Prost, you may be asking? The answer is that he's still out of the points. He is in 7th place only, 13 seconds ahead of Martin Brundle, who is in 8th position. We're on lap 26 now. It's a 75-lap race. John Watson is starting to charge. He has passed Patrick Tambay, who is 16th. The race order on lap 26. Nigel Mansell leads. Ayrton Senna second, in 12 seconds behind him. Marc Schurer is catching Senna. There is the second place man. Fourth is Jacques Lafitte. Fifth is Elio De Angelis. As you look at Senna and Schurer, with Lafitte catching both of them fast. Fifth is De Angelis. Sixth is Johansson. Seventh is Prost. Eighth is Brundle. Ninth is Streck. 10th is Boutsen. 11th is Cheever. 12th is Patrese, and Watson is now 16th. What a battle for second position. Ayrton Senna. Marc Schurer. Marc Schurer, who comes from near Bâle, 34 years old, and he's going to take that second place, I do believe, and he could do it as they come into the top straight on the approach to Paddock Bend, because the power of the BMW engine is phenomenal. Ayrton Senna in the past has been accused of turning up the boost in moments of stress. He has always vehemently denied it, and the subsequent race examination has proved him right. And now Jacques Lafitte is as close to Schurer in fourth position as Schurer is to Lafitte in third place, as to Senna in third place. And as I say that, Schurer accelerates hard, pulls away from Lafitte, gains on Senna, and we now almost have a new second place man, but Senna's got the line for Hawthorns, and coming out of Westfield into Westfield.
That must have been a very brave bit of braking by Ayrton Senna, because he left it very late indeed. He won the chicken match with Schurer, and really Schurer was in the ideal position, and Senna was in the less than ideal position on the outside. So you've obviously got to be a pretty brave braker to get past Ayrton on the brakes.
And they're now up with Alio in the Ram Hart, who is in 18th position. Into Paddock. Senna goes through on the inside, and Alio is still ahead of Schurer and, of course, Lafitte. And don't forget that Nigel Mansell is still there in front, and he's increasing his lead over this battle. I have said many times in the past, but it bears repeating, that if you've got a clear circuit, as Nigel Mansell has, and there is a battle going on behind you between 2 or 3 men, as Senna, Schurer and Lafitte are having, it means that those men will slow themselves up, because each is denying the other the best line. Now Schurer in third position is past Alio, and that problem faces Jacques Lafitte in the blue Ligier, who dodges out and smoothly passes the Ram Hart. active than to get away and have a round of golf together. There's Lafitte. And I think it's just a matter of time before Mark Surer gets the opportunity to, having planned his attack for at least a lap, close up on Senna and then get past him. But Jacques Lafitte's going to make it difficult for him. Behind Lafitte, it's still De Angelis 5th, Johansson 6th, Prost is still out of the points, but I would be surprised if all the 6 men in the leading point-scoring positions now, Mansell, Senna, Surer, Lafitte, De Angelis and Johansson, finish, in which case Prost, who's very likely to, should pick up at least 1 point, but that's not enough to win the championship. He has to increase his championship lead over Alboreto by at least another 2 points, which means 5th or higher is essential for Alain Prost. There's still a long way to go. 45 laps at the end of this one to go.
Yes, Mansell leading by some 14 seconds. I think he's probably just watching second place, not now trying to extend the lead dramatically. He is in fact lapped John Watson, and sadly I must say it's been a very disappointing performance by Watson in his comeback. Of course, not easy to step straight into a Formula 1 car and be expected to deliver after a 2-year gap, but he did have plenty of testing, and really to have qualified 21st and to be lapped must sadly spell the end of Watson's Grand Prix career.
I'll tell you something that could be very significant as we look at Alain Prost chasing Stefan Johansson. Prost 7th, Johansson 6th. That significant thing is that Alain Prost has made a very cautious tyre choice. He's got 2 B compound tyres on the left side of his car, 2 C's on the right, compared with Nigel Mansell in the Williams Honda, who's got 3 C's and a B. So Mansell has taken a bit of a risk on tyres compared with Prost. Frank Williams told me just before this race began that they were definitely coming in to change tyres, they being Rosberg and Mansell. Rosberg, of course, is long out of the race. Mansell is leading it, but I suspect that Alain Prost is far less likely to have to stop than Nigel Mansell is. Time will prove whether I'm right or wrong. Oh, look at this for second still. Ayrton Senna just coolly holding on ahead of Mark Surer 3rd, Jacques Lafitte with them in 4th place. They are being led by Nigel Mansell, who is now nearly 13 seconds ahead on lap 31. Surer is close enough now to attack.
Yes, absolutely, Murray. Surer is going to have a look. But he was a little bit too close to the left-hander, and I think that stopped him getting a proper run. But he's certainly starting to attack. Incidentally, Rosberg, who, remember when it had got that flat rear tyre from his incident with when challenging for the lead at the beginning of the race, is going very well coming back to the field. He's up to 11th place and looks very much, if he gets a trouble-free run, as if he'll be in the points by the end of the race.
4 different cars in the first 4 places, and the tyre honours just about evenly shared. Mansell, Williams Honda, Senna, JPS Lotus, Surer, Brabham BMW, Lafitte, Ligier, and Surer and Lafitte are on Pirelli. Mansell and Senna are on Goodyear. There is Surer, De Angelis, both the JPS Lotuses still in the first 6, and Senna has now caught Patrick Tambay, who is in 17th place.
And this could provide an opportunity for Mark Surer to get a run at him. Not this time, so Surer must be getting a little bit frustrated, but the Lotus is certainly pretty quick down the straight, and we've already seen just how late Senna is prepared to brake, and with his skills, why not, when defending his position.